Happy Monday. I don't know about you guys, but this weekend flew by. Flew by. I'll get Sienna on and we will get started with Monday writing sprints. Okay. It's been crazy trying to get these kids off to, which is next week. I think the southern states have spring break, in March, and the northern states have like Easter break in April. I always thought that was interesting. Okay. Hey, this one's over here cleaning his toes. He's awake early, unfortunately. Okay, my man, you're very loud. There she is. Okay, Sienna, it says you're unable to join. I don't know why. I don't understand why. Invite. Hey. Okay, shh.
Hi.
There you are. Good morning.
How are we?
Good. It's been madhouse this morning. The kids were late, and that one's yelling. They're teenagers, so they like to argue. And Bulldog is awake early, and he's over here cleaning his toes. You know how like dogs that licking sound in the middle of the night? I'm like, okay, everybody needs to go. I need teenagers out and the dog to stop.
Yes, I hear you.
Can you hear him?
I can.
I know. I would shut my door, but it always messes with the Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Like it kills the signal, and I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, no, and I had to turn mine on and off before because the TVs were playing up because we live stream everything. So
Yeah, and the bandwidth takes up your your Wi-Fi.
it does. But yeah, how are you?
Good.
Good morning,
My book
good
is,
evening.
huh?
Good morning, good evening.
No. Full Throttle is out there. The reviews have been coming in, and so I have such a nice art team. They've been posting, and that is so wonderful as an author, to see what everyone thinks of your story and they like it, and you're like, oh, I did it right. It's kind of like, it's very validating.
It's so true. When you get all these comments, you go, oh wow.
Yeah, like an A+ on the paper. So I'm so
Yes.
happy to see those coming in. And some people are like, I'm sorry I'm late. I'll get it in. I was like, I have no. Yeah, that was great. As long as you get it in, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, I agree. I always say that too. I'm always like, oh, I don't have a time scheme. As long as it comes in, I don't really care.
Exactly. As long as we get that sucker up. So, but that was nice. And then I spent the day at the college baseball game with my son. So it was me and him. And yeah, we watched, I think we were out there like at the professional Minute Maid Park for 7 hours on Friday. And then he had to go play his own baseball game. So yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's good.
So
Who'd
I think I'm tired from the
that
weekend.
heart come for? I can't see any names. Someone put a heart up.
Jess is with us. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jess. Oh, Jess has got my manuscript.
When did you send it?
Like last night, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, last night.
She's
Yeah.
like,
I was like, oh my gosh, and I gathered it together. And I've only had like my gorgeous alphabeters. I'm still going through it, but I figured I'll just get it to Jess. They've done the first half. I'll do the second half, and I'll just get it to Jess because, yeah, it'll be fine. I'll work it out. But I'm on a roll.
she says, I'm starting it now.
Yes, Jess.
Yay.
I'm not gonna lie, I cried through the end of it, so I hope that means everybody else will.
Oh, excellent. Those are great when you make your own words cry.
I know, I was looking like a little and I was like, God.
Perfect. No, my man. Go.
Yeah.
Um, that's awesome. So I'm so happy. And then that'll be with her for a little bit. Good morning,
Yes.
promised. Hi, go. You go tonight. You go lay down. Tell you. Um, I know. I am gonna try and send her my first half too, but she knows like I send it to her and then I keep on writing and then I have to go back and fix whatever she says. But there's probably
Yeah.
a better way that I could work with Jess, but it's just kind of the
Yeah. Well,
routine I've
I was
gotten
nearly
into.
gonna send her half. I was so tempted to send her half. Because I did that with my last
Yeah.
one. And I was so tempted to give her half, but then I was like on a roll.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Anyway,
great.
it's all good now, so she's got it.
Yay. My fat fingers, good morning.
Good
Good morning to
morning.
you. If it works for you, it works for me. See, she's so flexible. That's why you are a ride or die because you're flexible to our creative process, and like that's such a blessing. I know
Agreed.
because I usually stop
Agreed.
short of the spicy scene because I'm like, okay, I got the spicy scene, like I can write those. And then, so I sent it to her like up until a spicy scene to see like, okay, am I on the right track? Are these characters
Yeah.
good or gross, or do I need to change things? And so then she gives me feedback, and then I write the rest, and then I send it to her again. So
I'm dreading the feedback. Not
no,
dreading it in a bad way. It just means more work. But I'm excited for her to read it because I really felt there was a lot of difference in this book. So and I really enjoyed writing it. So
oh, that's awesome.
I've always loved, like, even in real relation, like when I've read books and even in relationship, if anyone knew myself and my husband's relationship, they'll agree that it's always the sassy, the girly characters.
I know, but people love
Like the
that.
fight. We like the
Huh?
fight.
Spicy.
Oh, and I've
Boom.
got my beautiful cup. I have to show my beautiful cup.
That is so cute.
One of my girlfriends got it for me.
Okay, what does it say? It's backwards.
Um, Slut for smut.
IG's like flagged over. The banter. I'm the same way. I know. I think everybody likes good banter
Yeah.
and dialogue.
Mm.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about, like some people are like great at narrative, some people are great at dialogue, others are great, world building, that kind of thing. So I was listening to this podcast when I was walking the neighborhood, and they were talking about Julia Quinn, who's great at dialogue. And I was like, okay, I don't know who Julia Quinn is. Okay, she wrote Bridgerton. And so I was like,
Ah.
okay, well, that's awesome that she's great at dialogue, but I don't write historical fiction. So, like, I don't, how does that translate into what I write, So I was excited to, like, I know a new author, and I'm like, oh, I can learn, continue to develop my craft. And then I
Yeah.
was like, well, I don't. So,
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, that's hard. Because dialogue I find hard as well. I think I found this book a little bit easier because I could pick things that we talk about. And there's like a part in there, I think I told you, like I've sent my husband messages like this before, and it's like, I've got something important to tell you. Then it's another second. That I about 15 to 20 messages all in one go. Even the word hello sent in a text. HEL.
he's probably like, this lady, but those
The
redheads.
psycho. Yeah, the psycho. Even my sons, because I'll ring them. This is terrible. I would ring them when they were younger and they were naughty, because they were always naughty. Um, I would ring them obsessively until, like, they'll be like to their friends, we have to answer. No, just don't. They used to say to them, don't answer. She'll give up. And they went, you don't know my mum. She won't give up to the phone battery runs out.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm the
that was
same way.
me. That's me.
I will I'm the same way. I will hang up on a like there just needs to be like an auto dial feature like I used to have at the office. Because I do that to my kids, especially if I'm waiting in a parking lot because they said, hey, be here at like practice lets out at 6:45. I'm there early. Okay, so I understand that's my time I'm burning, but come 6:45, I will burn up your phone. And I know, and we're like the hangout house with the baseball boys, and they're like, your mom is crazy. I'm like, yeah,
That's what my boys' friends used to say.
yeah, yeah. I
We
don't
had
mind that.
the
Write that
rugby
on
and
my
the basketball
tombstone.
boys.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
bother
that's what I
me
said.
in the least. I know when you're talking about banter, though. So I'm writing Pinned Throttle. That's the second book in the series. And Dominic is grumpy and moody. And so I've tried to change my writing style to like short, clippy little sentences. And it's just taking me like out of my comfort zone because I'm like, let me explain everything in long, run on sentences. But
You need to
Dominic,
come spend some time with an Aussie to have your short sentences.
if y'all write in short sentences,
Well, not just write, our conversations are short. Like, there's this thing on that's going around Instagram. It's this guy that says, "Oh, having a conversation with an Aussie is always like it's." You ask me a question, I'll be like, "Nah, yeah, or
okay, so I need to
wasn't
read
bad."
you.
Like, how was your day? Wasn't bad.
I need to read you, Foxy Roxy. Yeah. So it's taking me, like I want to do, and Jess, who's on here, knows this. I'll do like this, comma, that, comma, and da 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 da. And so I'm like, that is not how he speaks. So let's rein this in. And so I like this, comma, period. Shorten that. So,
Yeah, no. It is hard though. It's hard to do dialogue, and then even doing the dialogue between a male and a female, that's hard as well. Like trying to get yourself into different heads. So I listen to a lot of the blokes or the guys' conversations and try and, especially writing biker, I've been listening to a lot of their conversations.
no, I like it because yeah, they don't explain that, and I always write my men like they have this ton of inner dialogue, and I think there's a
Yeah,
lot of men
men
that don't have inner
do
dialogue.
though. They actually do have inner dialogue. They have a lot of inner dialogue. They just don't voice it.
I always say to my son, I'm like, hey, what are you thinking about? He's like, why do you ask me that all the time? I'm like, because I want to know what's rolling around in there. And he's like,
Because I'm pulling
nothing,
crap out of you.
nothing is rolling around in there. He's like, why do you have to think about stuff all the time? I'm like, how do you not think about stuff all the time? Yeah,
Oh.
I know. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. And so I was like, okay, he always answers the phone like, what? So I've tried to create rules of my character for me to be able to write his dialogue so I understand like who this guy is. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. When Jess comes back and she's like, oh, you slipped out of character, you slipped out of character, you slipped, she'll have like all these notes where it's me and not my character. So
Yeah. Yes, I hear you. I hope. I reckon I have it. I don't know. Actually, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to wait for her notes. I'm not even going to say it. I'm hoping I didn't, but anyway, we'll see. I
all
think
right.
I've jumped a lot in it, but we'll see. She'll
What are
tell
you
me.
working on then?
Well, today I started building characters. So I started writing just because there's two characters in book three that, well, there was four all up that I wanted to write about, and I've decided the two that should really come next aren't coming next, but you'll see a bit of a story evolve with them in the next book. But I'm going to write about the new contractor and the young girl Lizzie. So
So you're doing character profiles?
yeah, character profile.
Nice. I'm writing the short, clippy Aussie sentences.
I'm going to
I'm,
send you some dialogue.
I'm trying. Exactly, I'm trying. Okay, so we're gonna do what? 25 minutes, 5 minute break, and then we'll go again. You know,
Cool.
I had my thing all set up. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Starting now. Good luck. We're done.
Aloha.
That was fast. I had to get up
It was.
because Bulldog was like barking like crazy. And I'm like, okay, is there like Amazon at the door? Nobody. There's a squirrel sitting on a rock right in front of him in the front window. That's what it was.
You guys have lots of squirrels, hey? When we were there, I was shocked. We don't have squirrels. Well, I
At
don't
all?
think we do. I don't think we do. I think we've got them in the zoo. That's it.
At the zoo. That's
We don't
hilarious.
have. We have lots of other weird animals that are just roaming around our
Oh
backyard,
yeah, y'all have the
like
kangaroos. I
lizards and
mean,
goannas, and yeah,
oh no, yeah, we have lots of
no
squirrels,
squirrel.
and because I have trees all around, and my neighbors have trees all around, so yeah, they're living a great life out there. So yeah, he's too
Yeah,
fat and slow to actually ever catch one. So it being on a little rock, eating its acorn or breakfast, yeah,
yeah.
he's just like, I have a chance. Not really. So anyway,
Oh, that's good. So, what are you doing? What are you? I didn't ask you before. What are you up to? What are you
okay, so
writing?
Pinned Throttle, and I'm writing their first spicy scene.
Ooh.
And so, when you have different characters, you have to be like, okay, what is natural for this couple to do? And so, Full Throttle is all outdoors, all of it.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
There's like,
What do they call that? PDA, is it?
yes. So
Yeah.
it started off like the first thing was on their bike, because I think I told you I wanted to write one on their bike. And
Yeah,
so I'm looking at
yeah, yeah.
videos to figure out the logistics of like how you actually do that. Um, my
Well,
ex used to ride.
the motor would make it interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So we've done the bike twice. I did an ATV, and then I think there was another one. So
Yeah.
this couple, I'm like, okay, if he's moody, grumpy, but he's highly controlled, he's all about precision because he's a neurochemist. So I think it's going to be, I'm going to do a crawl to me scene. I know. But this one, like, you can't just go from like 0 to 60. You can't go from like, hey, let's get together to crawl to me. So,
Well, yeah,
um,
because you asked me a couple of sessions ago about what did you or did you not the baby girl?
oh, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. No, I haven't either. But I've watched a lot ever since you've mentioned it. It's been coming up on my feed all the time.
You're welcome.
So the milk scene and the crawl scene, I'm hearing you.
I know because she's a criminologist, so she already does this profile on him, and that's kind of like their banter. That's kind of like, it's drawing them together, and he's like, analyze me, and she does, and she nails it perfect. So she's going to understand why he has to have like ultimate supreme control. Like she doesn't need to touch him. He'll initiate everything, that kind of stuff. And so I think this first scene, I've thought like all weekend about it. I was thinking of the baseball game. I'm like, this is weird. But there was tons of teams there, all these men, and I was like, I wonder how they do it. I wonder how they do it. I wonder. Anyway, so I had all weekend to
Is
think.
that it's crazy though? You do think that, like I know because I think that too.
Yeah.
Like people watch to a whole nother level.
Oh, a whole nother level. I'm like, or some people, you're like, they're definitely not doing it at all.
Yeah.
They're not. So yes. But what I was thinking about, I was like, it's going to be the first time I was like up against the mirror.
Oh,
Because it's going to be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
psychological, right? Like she's going to have nothing on, and he's going to have everything. He's going to have like a tuxedo on, and it's going to be like, watch me, watch you, watch, yeah. So
Oh, you're getting right into the psycho.
I know,
Yes.
but I'm like way outside my comfort zone. I'm like, okay, what would he say? What would she say? What would
Yeah,
he
that's
do? I'm like,
the hard. That is the hardest. When like I don't think I've written a lot of. I think I need to, but I've not written a lot during the act.
oh, I do. My scenes are like 4 or
I think
5,000 words.
I've got to become the adult and do it. I think I'm such a I'm such a child.
No, mine are way open, wide door. Everyone come
Yeah.
in, see what's going on. Everybody, yeah, they're one of those. So, and they go on forever, and I'm super detailed, and
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good
Yeah.
thing. It's just a thing.
I got done like one of my when I very first wrote my first book and it was on Wattpad. One of the comments that came back, I think, scarred me for life, and I was like, I'm not going there again. But I think I'm starting to feel a little bit more
Uh,
adventurous because that was years ago. It was years ago, so I need to swallow it and literally
let,
just come out.
we talking about that? I know. Sometimes I need to do. That's what I need to do. I need to do a very like BJ centric dude
Yeah.
because I have a friend who's like, oh yeah, I prefer BJ's over like the actual act, and I'm like, what? What? Like what? Why? Like what? So yeah, I need to write one of those. I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, no, there's a few. Yeah. Mm.
I was like, we need
Yeah.
to unpack this. He's like, I can't believe we're sitting here eating tacos, talking about my preferences. I was like, I know it's great, isn't it? This is one of
And
my.
the funny thing is that we're not looking for it sexually. We're just looking for for
He's like, the
research.
fact that you're sitting here and you're not judging me. I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of judging you. I'm kind of like,
I'll
what's
judge you
in it
after
for
I've written
her?
my book.
I'm judging it, but I need to understand it so I can write it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have guy friends that my
Gold.
children could never ever meet. They're like, you don't need to know. You don't
Yeah.
like. We're never
Yeah.
going to be anything. They're totally friends. The stuff we talk about.
Yes. No, I've got I have a couple of friends that I start talking a few little things with, but then I think you just got to explore and you've got to like talk it. The one thing that I had with this book is that I did have someone to talk it out with quite a lot,
Nice.
and God, that helped. It so
It
helped.
does.
Yeah, you need that banter to
I
go on.
know. I have a reader who she will get way in the weeds. She will go deep with the spicy scenes of what she wants to see. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to write what you're asking me to write. And so there's a wide shoes that I'm going to do at the end. It's the last book and it's a set of twins. And so she's like, I'm so excited. I'm going to give you all the ideas. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she's like, I'll give an example. Do the twins cross swords or do they not? Because they're brothers, so that would be kind of gross. But also since they're close, it wouldn't be. And I'm just like, crickets. Like, I don't, I don't know what we're doing. So yeah,
Oh gosh. Yeah.
you can
Okay.
you can borrow her.
She can pull it out of me again.
Yeah,
I'll be sitting there going, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I know. Like, oh my god.
As
So
I
anyway,
said, I'm such a child when it comes to that, but I've got to grow up. I have to.
disclaimer: this live is not for children.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Oh, I think my pen's falling. Are you ready to start again?
Yep. I'm ready to go again. I've just done a few personality details, so I'm going into some goals.
Okay, 25, and then we'll do another 5-minute wrap up, and then we will be live on Friday.
Awesome. Yes.
All right, let's start now. Good luck.
You too.
All right. I know. I was getting in the zone.
I know. I started the first chapter.
Yay! All right. Well, we won't kill the writing vibe, so we'll sign off here, and then we will see you guys Friday morning at 8 a.m. and 10
Friday
p.m.
night at 10 p.m.
Yes. All right. Good luck, and we will see you guys online. Bye.